What's up, you guys? It's Julio here from RP Films, and today I want to talk about the business side of window tinting and more of a sit down, give you guys some of my personal experience. My name is Julio. I run RP Window Films, which is a national distribution center for window film. We have a location in Texas and California, and I also run a local window tinting business. And I've also helped my girl start her boot camp, which is our suite next to us, which is a fitness facility. And I've done, have some real estate, have investment properties, yada, yada, yada. I've done a lot, made a lot of mistakes. I'm just telling you guys my qualifications in order to speak on this subject. I started my company when I was 20 years old or 21 years old. I'm now 28 years old. And I also have some personal experience and personal training experience. I was a personal trainer and soccer referee, in case any of you guys are interested. So I've had a wide range of services that I've offered and things that I've done. And today I'm gonna be speaking to specifically window tinters, but this information and this topic can be broadly used for any industry or most industries. So today we're gonna be talking about why only 5% of businesses make it. Now, I don't know how accurate the 5% is. That number has been kind of like thrown around a lot in different, there's different statistics on like what the survival of a business is. But in my personal experience, it looks like, at least in window tinting, it could be a bit higher. But why do I think only 5% of businesses can make it past 5 or 10 years? I'm in year 8. And right now, things are stronger than they ever have been. So let's go ahead and go over topic number 1, longevity. So I think this is one of the most important topics or one of the most important notes in this entire video is longevity. So I've been doing this for 8 years almost. So that means I have 8 years of experience ahead of someone like you who's just starting, or maybe you're year 3, year 4, year 5. So many people give up at year 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's because it gets hard. Things get very tough. And by tough, I mean the winters get very long, and I'm gonna be specifically talking about window tinting here. The winters get extremely long, things get difficult, your mortgage keeps coming in, it's almost like the bills keep piling on, but your income has now dropped significantly. And we're talking about from November all the way till March, it's slow. Right? So why only 5% of window tinters make it? I think one of the longest or one of the strongest reasons is because they just get burnt out. So they can't last long. If you look at some of the most successful businesses in our industry, they have been around for 10, 15, 20, 30 years or more. They've been around since like the industry started sometimes. So years of experience plays a major role. There's a big point to be made on longevity. So you have to stick it through. You have to see it through, my boy. See it through. So if you're going to pick an industry, make sure you stick in it for the next 10, 15, 20 years. That's just my personal advice. I think if you can last 10, 15, 20 years, you're going to be just fine in whatever industry you choose, unless it's a terrible industry. Okay, topic number 2 is going to be cash flow. This one was difficult for me to solve because you are getting so much cash and things are happening so quickly in business, and you're not really paying attention to all of the money moving in and out of your business. Recently, I have found some tax solutions that are, or bookkeeping solutions that are making my job much easier, but I didn't always have that. So I would actually say as soon as you can add a bookkeeper and accounting firm to actually track your expenses and track your profit and loss and actually give you realistic numbers to what you're paying in taxes, you're gonna have a much stronger business the quicker you can do that. So I do have a company I work with. I will link them below, but they are the guys that set up all of my accounting and make sure that we're profitable. So I would say cash flow, unless you wanna do it by hand, obviously do it by yourself, write your expenses, write everything out, and make sure you know where your money is going. So I would say accounting and bookkeeping. Cash flow is a huge problem, and I think if you can solve that early on, you have a much higher chance of being successful in the future. You might think you can afford a car payment, but can you really afford it? Can you really afford to buy that house? Can you afford to buy that car? Can you afford to take that trip? A lot of people don't know, and they just kind of go blindly, and that's a problem. So cash flow is a major problem. Point number 3 is actually customer service. So it is very, very, very easy when you first start in business to have amazing customer service. But can you have amazing customer service years and years and years of working with clients? As a window tinter myself, I still deal with clients one-on-one. I still have to talk to them, deal with their problems, answer the same questions over and over and over again. So one thing that I've done that's different than what other window tinters have done is that I've kind of created a lot of systems and processes in order to provide a better customer service and also to kind of prevent me having to repeat things. So here's an example. Here is for my distribution center, I decided to create this custom voicemail system. Let's have a look.
Thank you for calling RP.
For example, I hate bad music. So I wanted to make sure that if they're on hold, they're getting some cool music and they actually get a full explanation of what we do and what's happening in our business, because maybe we can answer some of those questions right here in the 60-second wait time for our customer service agents or service people to answer the phone.
You have reached our West Coast distribution and installation facility located in Lodi, California. If you're looking to schedule a window tint appointment in Lodi, please stay on the line or visit us at rptintinglodi.com. If you are trying to purchase window film, all orders must be done on our website at rpwindowfilms.com. All orders placed before 1 p.m. Pacific time will go out the same day. Our install location is open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. For in-store pickups of our products, the hours are 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Monday through Friday and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. If you have any more questions, please stay on the line to speak to a representative.
All right, so that's just an example of one of the ways I've automated my business. The second thing is I use a software called Tinting. So this is where customers can actually go, they see our ad on Instagram or Facebook, and instead of them calling us and me tinting a car or having to hire a front office person, they click on the link and they're able to customize a quote for themselves. So they customize a quote, they see our availability, and they can schedule themselves. So those are two major things that make my customer service better because they're kind of solving the problem themselves. They don't have to call someone. They can book at any time of the day, at night, at strange hours. We get people booking at 3 o'clock in the morning. So having amazing customer service also means making sure that you have a good pipeline of clients that are happy with the moment that they interacted with your business to the time that they left. So I think having amazing customer service is a process. So if you're interested in Tinting, click the link below and support your boy, but also support yourself, okay? Tinting is amazing. You're gonna have amazing results. It's a CRM. Get your automatic quotes, bookings. Today I had 3 jobs. I didn't talk to any of the customers until they came in. And they got a quote, they were educated, and literally it solves all of our problems as window tinters. So hate to put plugs everywhere, but that's another system I use in order to grow my window tint business and automate it and make my customer experience better and keep myself sane, okay? Topic number, I think 4, our next topic, shiny object syndrome. Oh my God, I have been guilty of this, guys. The shiny object syndrome is essentially when, and I've done this so many times and it's horrible. I don't even want to go into all the stories, but I have invested so much money and spent so much money on so many shiny objects in the past. For example, if you have a business, like someone could approach me and say, hey man, I want to start selling body kits on your website. And I'm like, oh, the body kits are cool. I can definitely have some extra money saved. Let me go ahead and buy some body kits and try to sell body kits. But now I'm taking my focus away from the core of our business. So window tinting products are the things that we sell. And window tinting is the things that we service. So I don't want to sell body kits because I'm not an expert at body kits. Think of it like an In-N-Out. If you guys don't have an In-N-Out, we have an In-N-Out here in California. They have a few items on their menu and they're amazing at those items and they don't change, they don't add things. But if you look at someone like Subway, or maybe not Subway, like a random burger spot like McDonald's or Carl's Jr., not to say they're not successful, they are successful, but when you have 1 million items on our menu, or let's say 30 items on a menu, compared to a company that has 5 items on a menu, who do you think is gonna make a better item on that menu overall? Maybe they can make 30 good items and they're all average, but the person that makes a few items but is really good at it is gonna be better. So the shiny object syndrome is basically just making sure that you don't get distracted. Everything seems like a good idea until it's not, okay? So literally last night I had someone who was like, hey man, I wanna start a business with you. I wanna start a nightclub. I know you can invest and you understand permits and buildings. Can you help me? And I was like, no, like I don't wanna do that. Another person offered to start a soccer thing. And I was like, I'm sorry, it's cool. I love soccer, I love business. That is way off from what I'm doing. No. Another guy offered to sell vinyl wraps on our website. Offer us vinyl wraps. I don't do vinyl wraps. I said, no, stick to what you're good at. That's what I've learned, okay? The last thing, too much debt. Okay, so too much debt is a serious problem that a lot of businesses start. Now, if you're in the window tinting industry, it's very hard to get into debt unless you like really like go out and buy a franchise. So if you're watching this video, you're probably a window tinter and you probably are starting with some tools, some like basic supplies, some window film. That's a great start. Start with a job and add window tinting as another income, okay? If you have to go into a crazy amount of debt to start a business, you're already screwing yourself over. Right now, I currently have 3 properties, a lot of debt, but it's controlled debt. The only way I was able to buy those properties is because I have my window tinting that showed my income, which allowed me to pay for those homes, which allowed me to get tax returns, which allowed me to save up the money and allowed me to basically leverage loans and to buy properties. So focus on one thing. If you're gonna get into debt, make sure it's debt that you can control. For me, it's real estate. I rent out to local people here in my community that I know that I can trust. And I leverage that over years, okay? So that is not advice for real estate, that's just what I've done in my personal experience. So this is just a cool, quick, small video that I have been wanting to do off script. And I hope you guys enjoy. If you like it, leave a comment, subscribe, and tell me what you wanna see next. My goal is to make these videos about things that I wish I knew as a window tinter or as a small business owner when I first started. If someone a little bit older than me or a little bit more experienced than me would have made these videos, maybe I could have avoided some of those problems. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate every one of you. All right, a little pause there. Have a great day, guys. I hope that this video has helped you guys out in some way. Thank you guys. See you in the next video.